Hey guys, Jay with GOT Outpost. The time is almost here. 14 days till I pack in. September 2nd is the magic day. We've been working hard all summer in the gym, on the treadmill, on the trails, rucking, doing everything we can to prepare for this time of year, and it's almost here. I can taste it. So I thought what I would do would be to go through what I have in my pack, what I will carry for a 14-day trip. Complete disclosure, I'm doing it a little bit different this year. I'll be up there for 5, maybe 6 days, true backpack style, and then my normal hunting partners are coming in with horses, so they're going to carry my extra food and maybe a couple extra items that I normally wouldn't carry. But this will be what I normally carry on a 8 to 10 day trip. In this case, it'll be 14. With their help, I'll be able to make it and be comfortable with that extra food. So this is kind of a breakdown of what I carry. First, just because I got them in my hand, trekking poles. These are Argali trekking poles. It doesn't matter what kind you have. Use what you can afford. Use what's comfortable for you. Use what has the features that you like. They're all just a tiny little bit different, but also very similar. Trekking poles are just super important, especially if you have a heavy load on your back. They're like 4-wheel drive. You'll be super stable and way happier with them. So don't leave home without trekking poles. First thing that I carry that goes in the bottom of my bag is my down. This is the Kuiu Super Down Ultra. They're super lightweight. They pack down really, really small. The weight to warmth ratio it's just hard to beat. I don't really go anywhere without down. It's just you can sacrifice and not carry a lot of different mid layers and just throw the down on when you get cold, and it's awesome. Don't leave home without down. I'm running a Nemo Disco 15-degree sleeping bag. I've run Big Agnes and been super happy for a lot of years. Had the opportunity to get a Nemo this year. Thought I would try it just because, that's what I do. I love to try new stuff. Used it all summer. Had a lot of good luck with it. It was very comfortable. It's got some features on it that I'm not accustomed to that I really, really liked. So I'm looking forward to using this for a longer period of time. Underneath my bag, I run a Thermarest. This is the NeoAir. It's been a great pad. I think this is the 3rd season I've had it. It's got a good R value. I won't be experiencing anything crazy that I would need my warmer pad. It's thick enough because I'm a side sleeper, so it really works well there. The only kind of complaint I have is that, and I'm just such a light sleeper, they are kind of noisy, I guess. It's not super bad, but this has been a super, super good pad. I'm really, really happy. Can't have nothing bad to say about this at all. For the first time ever, I'm actually packing in this chair. It's a Nemo chair that I bought like 4 years ago. I've used it, but I've never packed it in. We're going to be up there for 14 days, so around camp, it's going to be really nice, in the evenings when we get back after dark, just to sit down and have dinner and actually sit in a chair. Trying to find a log or sit on the ground, or if it's raining and everything's wet, it's just miserable. So this is going to make life a lot better. So I'm looking forward to having this. It's kind of an extra item with me. I'm not sure. I'll probably pack it in my pack just because I'm going to be up there for 5 or 6 days before the horses arrive. But I'm looking forward to having this in camp. Underneath my sleeping bag, because I sleep in a floorless shelter, it's a teepee with no floor, I run a super lightweight ground cloth that goes underneath my sleeping pad. It helps a little bit with dirt and also a little bit with punctures, so I don't have to worry about maybe getting a little pine needle or something poking a hole in my sleeping pad. They do take up a little bit of room, but they're worth it in my opinion. So you don't have to buy anything special. Even go to the store, you can get a piece of Tyvek. Works fine. It's just a waterproof membrane. Those are really noisy. This one is pretty quiet. This came from Seek Outside, so been really happy with this one. The clothes that I'm running, hard shell jacket. It's just a shell. This is a Kuiu Axis jacket. I've had it for quite a few years. It does have a hood. I can layer up underneath it. I can even put my down, if it was really cold, I could put my down underneath this jacket with plenty of room. Love this jacket. It does have a little bit of a waterproof, you know, tendency, not tendency, but it does have a little bit of water shedding capability. So it's good in that front. The pants that I run are Kuiu Attack pants. These are just like a super flexible pant that I can put base layers on underneath. Again, I've had these for 4 years. Nothing but great things to say about this pant. We run into a lot of condensation, a lot of wet grass first thing in the morning. There's a lot of water where we are, not that you're slopping around in it, but I do carry a pair of Gaiters. I've got several different pairs that are, you know, heavier duty, warmer, taller. This is a, you know, kind of a calf height, super lightweight Kuiu Gaiter. The only reason I'm bringing this particular pair is just because they are so lightweight, and every ounce is going to count for me. Rain gear, I don't have the actual model. Kuiu used to not put their model number on, or name on their product. Now they do a great job of it. This is pre-labeling. It's the lightest rain gear that I could find at the time. I've had these for 10 years. We don't get a ton of rain in Colorado, but when it does, it's really nice to be able to throw on a pair of pants and a jacket, ride out the storm. You're not getting all soaking wet and then trying to figure out how you're going to dry yourself. So I suggest having the lightest rain gear. It doesn't even have to be camo. You can get, you know, black or gray or green. It really doesn't matter. As long as you can keep yourself dry, that's the most important part. The shelter I run, you've seen me show this in various different videos earlier, is a Argali Absaroka. It's a 4-person tent. They say 4, but really it's 2. If you have a stove, for sure, it's only 2 people. If you don't have a stove and you're really, really good friends, you could probably cram 4 into it. But for me, it's always just been a 2-person shelter. I have the carbon fiber pole with the center pole, and that's all there is to it. You just throw the pole up, stake it out, and you're good to go. It's super fast to set up. It's very simple, and that's what I like about it. Not a lot to go wrong. Camp shoes. Gotta have some camp shoes. I'm a big fan of Crocs. They just, you know, I can put that, you know, that strap on the back. Me and 4-wheel drive, everybody says. They're pretty lightweight. I'm sure there's other options, some like lighter weight flip-flop or something around, but these have been great for me. Even in a size 13, they don't weigh that much. My first aid kit. This one is a Kafaru bag. It's got 3 zippered compartments, so I can kind of compartmentalize and keep certain things in certain places. It's open because I'm going through it right now, making sure that I've got everything that I need. A cool thing in the Ruck List app is there's a section in there where you'll be able to mark stuff that needs to be repaired, mark things that need to be added to, like you've run out. And a med kit's a perfect example of that. Like maybe you run out of Neosporin, or you've run out of Band-Aids or tape or moleskin. You'll be able to make a note of that in the app so that you'll know to go back, refill things that need to be refilled. So you're not 7-8 miles up in the mountains when you find out and you're like, oh, darn it, I really screwed that one up. So that's an awesome feature that's coming in the app. I know you're going to love it. We love it. So look forward to that. My kill kit is very simple. I carry a roll of electric tape. I carry some rubber gloves. My tag, of course. My lighter, knife sharpener. Some paracord, pen for signing my tag, my skinning knife. This is near and dear to my heart. This is a Mathern knife. This was custom made for myself and my son, so I'm really looking forward to using this year. Super special. It's a phenomenal knife. Look them up. That's my kill kit. As far as electronics go, I'm a Olio guy. I know a lot of guys use Garmin, and it's an awesome product. Got nothing bad to say about them, but I've used Olio. The barrier to entry was pretty low. They're pretty inexpensive. The interface is very easy to use, even for a dummy like me. It doesn't have all the features that the Garmin does, and I know that, but all I really need it for is the SOS button and being able to contact home and check, make sure everybody's good, make sure there's no emergency. So I've been really happy with Olio, can't complain. This is just a little pouch that I've carried for years. It's kind of a Ziploc little dry bag. This is kind of where I keep some of my extra archery stuff. I'll carry some extra serving material, some extra D-loop material, some extra nocks, extra O-rings, Allen wrenches, just a super lightweight possibilities pouch. Hopefully you never need it. I've used the nocks a couple times. Somebody loses a nock and we all shoot similar 5mm arrows, so it was easy to do that. So good to have just a little repair kit. You're not gonna, do anything major with it, but it can bail you out in a pinch. Headlamps. This is a tough one. When I saw this headlamp, this is a Peaks headlamp. I didn't want to spend the money. It was a pretty expensive headlamp, but when I did, and the first time I used it, I was blown away. They make a white with red or white with green. The features are unbelievable. You'll be able to lock it so it doesn't come on in your bag. The red is actually so bright that you can actually see where you're going. I know so many of you have probably used red lights in the past and you're trying to navigate. I mean, you get lost in a 4-foot circle. The red is just not bright. So this is unbelievable. I highly recommend it. This is a black diamond. This is my backup light. This is a great headlamp too. The red's not bad, but it does not hold a candle to this Peaks headlamp. But I always carry a backup. It's light, it's cheap insurance. So those are my headlamps. I carry just a tiny little, most everything I have is rechargeable. So I carry, for that black diamond headlamp, it takes AAA batteries, so I'll carry an extra set of those. I carry an extra rangefinder battery, because let's face it, if your rangefinder dies, that's bad. And I carry an extra rechargeable battery for my Peaks headlamp. Those are all the batteries I carry. As far as charging, this is just a cheap Amazon battery bank. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but it's done well for me the last 3-4 years. It does have a solar panel, which if you put it out there all day, you might get a little bit of juice, but it's not a big enough panel where you're really pulling any real power. It's been great. It was cheap. There's some really good ones, but you can spend a ton of money on those too. I do carry a solar panel. This is super light. This is an older one. I know there's a ton of new stuff out there. Maybe someday I'll get a newer one. This is a Nomad 10. It's worked just fine, with cameras, cell phones, battery banks. It's worked well. There's Olio. So, in our world that we all live in, electronics just seem to follow us. So to have a way to charge them is really important. We don't have a lack of sunshine here in Colorado, so we're good there. My Bugle call, I just run various different diaphragms, but this is my Bugle, just a standard tube, Mile Hog game calls. My water filter, this is the Catadine. This is a 10-liter gravity bag. I'm a huge fan of the gravity systems. And then this is an MSR Dromedary, just a canvas 10-liter bag. I've had this bag for 8 or 9 years and it's still going strong. It really is pretty durable. And this, I always carry an extra filter, which is like maybe an ounce, because we have had times where, and it could be a pump, it could be any kind of water filter, where the water has just got some contaminants in it, as far as not contaminants like bad for you, but silt or just something in the water that plugs the filter. So I always carry a spare. We are currently, as so many of you probably know, in a fire ban here in Colorado, so there will be no campfires for us. I still will carry an emergency, just for like life or death, fire starter, just to have. unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get to use them this year. My game bags, these are Argali game bags. They're light, they're durable, on the cordage that you hang them on, and also on the little loops that they have on them. They have reflective material, so when you're coming back at night and you're trying to find your bags hanging in the tree, that's been awesome. Been super happy with these. They're just, the fact that they're light is big for me. I've used some bags in the past that just weigh a ton, so super happy with the Argali. My day-to-day knife, it goes on my strap of my pack. This is a Montana knife, awesome knife, Speed Goat. It doesn't weigh anything. Been really happy with this knife. My cook system, this is my Jet Boil. This is the Stash model. It's about a third lighter than the typical Jet Boil that everybody's seen, the taller one. In this can is the pot itself, a stand, the burner, a fuel canister, and a lighter. So it's all really self-contained. It's been an awesome little stove. This titanium cup is the cup I've had for 10 years, Snow Peak. Myself and all my buddies have the same cup, and we all either scratch the bottom with a knife or put dents in the bottom, so we all know whose cup is whose. This spoon, we call it the dump truck. I don't even know what name it is. It's got a titanium handle and a plastic, but if you're sharing a meal, a little secret, this bad boy, when you dip it down in there and you pull it out, it gets way more food than anybody else. So you're kind of, it's a cheat code for a sharing of a meal, especially like a cobbler dessert. It's bomb. Let's see what else we got. My Bino Harness. I run a marsupial Bino Harness. Vortex products, Vortex 10x42 binos. And then my rangefinder is in this pouch. And then this pouch over here is kind of my sad pouch. This is where I keep my eyeglasses because I'm old and I can't see shit anymore. So it's terrible. My belt, this is just a super lightweight Kuiu belt, like a climber's belt. It's super soft. I don't get any rubbing. I did a video last week of me testing out my pack, and I had a different type belt on that I don't normally wear for hunting with a pack, and it was miserable. This has been an awesome belt. It really is soft. If it does touch your skin, it doesn't rub you raw. So really happy with this. Hats, I'll carry a couple hats, normally just one. This is an older Sitka hat with some windstop in it. It's been good. It doesn't weigh anything. It's not super heavy. We are going to be overlapping with muzzleloader season, and I also like to have a beanie to sleep with too. So I'll carry my Blaze Orange ruckless beanie. As far as clothes go, back to the clothes, I should say, Kuiu tops, I will run their super lightweight fleece, and then underneath that, if needed, merino wool. This actually will be on all the time. Then this would be my second layer. The merino is just awesome. Keeps the smell down. It sheds moisture. Been really happy with both these products, and they weigh nothing. These are Kuiu base layer bottoms. They actually have a full length zip, so you can put these on and take them off without actually taking on or taking off your boots or your pants, which is an unbelievable feature. There may be some other companies that have kind of followed them down the path on that, but these are just, they're so convenient to have instead of having to be on the side of the mountain. You're freezing, you got to take everything off, try to not fall over, put your base layers on. This way you can do it with your pants and your boots still on, just pulled down. Great product. These gloves are an older Sitka glove that they've discontinued. I believe it was called the Mountain Glove. I'll be so sad when these wear out, but they've been such a durable glove. Just kind of that first thing in the morning, your hands are a little chilly. Great to have just a light glove on. They're super durable. And then if it gets cold, Kuiu makes what they call a packable glove. It's got their Primaloft insulation in it. They pack down super small, and they're really, really warm. So that's what I will carry for gloves. Let's see what else. Socks. Socks this year I'm running Hollow socks, the brand Hollow. They're alpaca. I will carry one lightweight pair and then one, I don't know if I'd call it heavyweight, but it's for sure a lot heavier than this one. I've tested these out in the summertime. It's unbelievable, the moisture wicking properties that it has. So when you take your shoe off, it's just crazy. Your foot is actually dry, which will cut down on blisters, just staying warm. They're unbelievable so far. So I'm really glad that I've been able to come across this product. Looking forward to trying it. I think that just this little $5 Army surplus scarf, we call it the Schmeek. Absolutely love this thing. It's just can be kind of your best friend. You can just kind of snuggle up to it, put it around your face if the wind's blowing, pull it up over your face. We've used it as sunshades. You've had to blow your nose. It sounds disgusting, but you don't want a farmer blow, use the Schmeek. It's your best friend. So we love the Schmeek. I think that's everything. Oh, one more thing. I do carry a full, this will be full, but I always carry a bottle of hand sanitizer just for, keep it in your pack. You got to keep your hands clean. It's important. You don't want to get sick out there. So other than the food, and I told you that was on another video, that's everything I carry. I hope going through this helped you a little bit, just because it can be overwhelming. This is all ready to go. It's been in my gear garage and ruck list. It's now on the table, and it'll probably stay there because I'm going to overanalyze it and drive myself batty for the next week and a half. But then as I put it in my bag, I'm going to click it off so I know that it's packed in the ruck list app, so there won't be any second guessing. Did I bring that and emptying my whole pack on the side of the trail? I won't be doubling down on everything. So that's the beauty of the app. I'm just really excited this year to give it a run and just make everything just so much less stressful. So I hope going through this helped you. Maybe you'll see something that you didn't think of. Maybe it's just you're experienced and you already know it all and you've seen all that. Maybe you'll think I'm nuts for carrying some of the stuff I do. We're really trying to bring you some content that's helpful, useful. Please like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Share it with your friends, and I hope to see you out on the trail. Have a great day.
Preparation comes in many forms, but the key to success lies in 3 essentials: research, planning, and the right gear. Start to finish, Ruckless gives you the tools to tackle any challenge. Maximize your gear investments and keep your crew in sync before a big expedition. Ruckless, your key to a better adventure every time.